Welcome, Anthony, welcome.
Thank you so much. Great to be here.
This Death of a Unicorn, they tell you what happens right there in the title.
It's a bit of a spoiler in the title, it's true, but in a lot of ways it's your classic, unicorn horror comedy.
Yeah, right?
Just your run-of-the-mill, unicorn horror comedy.
I was gonna say, unicorns are real in this horror comedy.
Oh, they sure are.
Did you find out, if they didn't go into it in the movie, is the unicorn blood what keeps Paul Rudd's face so young and smooth?
Oh my God, that's been this entire press campaign.
Yeah.
Is unicorn blood for Paul. But no, truly these things. Because there were a lot of practical effects, which is I think what are people gonna
So they did use real unicorns.
Well, they built them.
They built the unicorns.
They looked cool. They looked like they were real, but they were huge and these massive set pieces that were just so cool to look at. And it's kind of a throwback to Jim Henson in 80s and 90s movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's so much fun.
I feel like they move through the space almost like velociraptors.
They sure do. Yeah, there's definitely some Jurassic Park moments to this.
Although I wanted it to be a little bit more real, not that unicorns aren't real, but that if they were, RFK Jr. would be eating them,
Listen, it's still early in the year, so who knows really what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Now you're silent for the majority of this.
It's true. Yes.
How do you prep to find those? Are you looking in the mirror? Are you practicing responses? How do you find your silence?
Funnily enough, it's pretty much just listening.
What?
Yeah, it's just listening.
Say that again.
I know. Truly, it's just listening. It's just a lot of showing. Need to know all the beats. You actually have to kind of know what's going on more because you don't have any lines to kind of fill the moments with. So instead, you kind of have to be really paying attention, listening, and knowing what's up. So
you can't just bullshit with words.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Trust me, it's a great tactic. I use it often.
Totally.
You find so much in all the characters that you do. I loved you on Barry as NoHo Hank, and yeah, amazing.
Thank you.
Is it true that you were only supposed to be in the first episode and you were going to die at the end? Yeah. Is that right?
My character was supposed to be killed off in the first episode. My character gets shot. Sorry, spoiler from 8 years ago.
Yeah, come on, stream it, you guys. Catch up.
But then Bill just decided, after I was shot, because it was in a car, he was just like, just open the car door and fall out.
Really?
So he opened a literal door for me to survive.
What do you think? What was it? You guys just had a connection? It was like, oh, there's more here than just killing somebody in a car?
I guess so. I don't know. He just liked my goofy accent and what I was doing. So
you hide behind goofy accents.
I sure do. We're really kind of coming to the
let's get real,
to the crux of
right?
it.
Yeah, you're not a Chechnyan gangster.
No, which is a big surprise to a lot of people.
You even throw Scottish accents in Death of a Unicorn?
I sure did. Yes, I sure did. I auditioned with it, and then it was months until I got the call to come do it. Mm-hmm. Only at which point I realized, oh no, I have to now do a Scottish accent. What am I gonna do? But
yeah. What are you hiding from?
Yeah, truly. Yeah, just I don't know. I'm from Massachusetts, and maybe at some point, I'll do the Mass accent.
I was gonna say that's a fun one to play around with.
Yeah, it sure is.
Ben Affleck isn't creating some wild drama right now that you could sneak into?
Probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
You've also been working on the new Superman movie.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You are Metamorpho, is that correct?
Yeah, I play a character named Metamorpho, and I feel like I've already talked too much about the movie because it's so top secret.
Yeah.
But honestly, it was such a blast to work on. James Gunn is just a phenomenal director, and even though it was just this massive movie, it really did feel really small and intimate, and like we were doing something really special. Had a lot of heart.
Can you tell us what drew you to the character? What was it about Metamorpho that you wanted to play outside of the obvious paycheck?
Yeah. Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it. No.
Yeah.
I think I try to find just kind of some level of pathos in whatever character I'm playing.
Yeah. Pathos. Pathos draws you to it?
Yeah. Just trying to find the humanity in whatever person I'm playing. That and an accent,
Yeah, you get to do it. Can you tell us right now? Do you hide who you are in this movie? With an accent?
There's still time to do ADR. There's still time to do.
Right. Okay, so if hopefully the Superman universe can get just a little bit more money. I bet they could scratch it up, and you could really add some new layers to it.
100%.
Awesome. Well, Death of a Unicorn will be in theaters everywhere March 28th. Anthony Carrigan.